Concentration is millions of passive long-term gold, and this is our leatherworking concentration video. We'll be looking at how to make the most gold from leatherworking concentration, what knowledge spec to run. We'll look at super budget versions and more established builds, what recipes to potentially target, and some general min-maxing. Leatherworking has been one, if not the worst, profession to make gold from concentration in the war within, but we do have some good potential here going into Midnight. Midnight brings big changes. We're down to just 2 craft ranks, and that massively changes concentration crafting and the builds everyone should run. Let's get into it. Because of the changes, super budget concentration builds matter more than ever, especially early in expansions when materials and setup costs are high. Just telling people to max everything and buy epic tools isn't too helpful. These guides are for any budget. Early on, even rank 5 green profession gear is enough. Anything more is overkill until prices come down. Quick note on Patron orders, don't waste concentration on them for concentration crafters, it's just not worth it. They're fine for regular crafters, but these characters are about making gold, not min-maxing knowledge points. Only do them if they are cheap or profitable. I'm not going to cover setting up leatherworking from scratch. This was pretty well covered in my profession video, that's linked below if you want to check that out. I assume you've collected your profession treasures and grabbed first time craft bonuses up to whatever profession skill we are talking about. Let's look at the super basic setup. Say we get about 30 to 35 profession skill, grabbing the first time crafts on the way. This gives us about 15 knowledge from first time crafts and another 24 from profession treasures, so about 40 overall. Basic uncommon profession gear with a multicraft tool. We have just pushed hard into mastering multicraft to massively boost our multicraft. This gives us a huge buff to pretty much everything we are going to be looking at here. Scale woven hive, infused scale woven hide, silver moon weapon wrap, Sindori armor banding. We can craft all of these with concentration, 21.7% multicraft with all the multicraft bonuses on top of that. Really nice, but these crafts are generally probably not going to be great targets. That being said, if you want to push leatherworking using these as concentration crafts, you could go pretty high and make gold in the process. It's just not going to be fast. These crafts themselves do not warrant a concentration crafter, they are a stepping stone. Okay, moved on to 62 profession skill. All we have done is first time craft everything from the trainer to get here. Next, I would probably push points into learned leatherworking up to 20 points. In the war within, we could push points into plus skill, but these nodes that we get in Midnight that reduce concentration usage by a percentage are usually better. And on top of that, they give an ingenuity bonus as well, generally speaking. Trainer wise, all that has been added on is the basic armor kit. This sucks, we're not using concentration here. Let's have a look at some of the other recipes. We have 3 different embellishments. The primal spore binding in particular is a drop, so these can be a nice source for concentration as supply of these into the market is limited. The issue is here that these are just all too damn easy to craft, no chance of doing well even if the recipe is rarer. Premium armor kits have always been something that we've looked at as a theoretical concentration target for leatherworking. Blood Knight's armor kit, the tanky version, the most materials of anything we've seen so far. You would have to allocate some knowledge points to unlock this, but it's only 10. Sure, the best thing we have seen so far from leatherworking, but it's still not a great amount of materials to concentrate and make profit from, and the recipe is too easy to unlock from knowledge as well. Forest Hunter's armor kit, DPS version, so much more demand than Blood Knight's. The recipe is also locked behind a reputation and currency. This gives us a bit more barrier to entry and a bit less competition. Out of everything we've looked at so far, this is by far the best choice as a concentration target. And you know what? I still think it's pretty sucky. It might do okay for a bit, but it suffers from the typical leatherworking concentration sucks vibe, but hope is not lost. Before we look at what I think will be the best potential leatherworking concentration build, just a quick word about the free gold making profession guides we have on the community Discord. Feel free to come and join us, linked below. Okay, in my opinion, this is potentially the best leatherworking concentration build in Midnight then. 20 points into flawless fortes and 30 points into artisanal accessories. We are pushing profession gear concentration. Even with 62 leatherworking skill, uncommon profession gear, we can craft rank 5 epic profession gear literally day 1 of the expansion with this super easy setup. Now for this setup, you use either an ingenuity or resourcefulness tool. These recipes are locked behind Moxie, so you only actually be able to buy one of them. Being able to craft this right at the start of the expansion could actually be some of the best concentration goal making in the first week potentially. No one is going to be able to craft these without concentration for a little while at least anyway. This is not long-term concentration gold making, but to me, as someone who wants my best profession gear as soon as possible, I'm willing to pay for it. With this, you do of course need to trade people, use trade chat, all the good stuff that comes with crafting orders, but to me, this seems interesting. I bet a concentration crafter who picks up and can craft rank 5 epic recipe for leatherworking on day 1 of the expansion makes more gold in a month than a regular leatherworking concentration crafter does doing armor kits over the whole expansion. Resourcefulness procs could be pretty insane as well on the infused scale woven hide. These could potentially be expensive for a while, but that's just my thoughts. Leatherworking was the worst concentration profession in the War Within. Over the course of the whole expansion, it could be the worst again. It would not surprise me, but there is some potential here to make some early gold. If this video helped, then please leave it a like and let me know in the comments below, what do you think about the potential leatherworking concentration in Midnight, or are you targeting other professions?